If you're tired of market manipulators ruining your long-term traditional investments, central bank financial manipulation and chicanery, local bank gouging, political manipulation of money, then welcome on this, the 19th of March 2018, and welcome to the Digital Revolt. Our main story of the day: over the weekend, Bitcoin dipped as low as $7,300 before staging a rally of more than 7% today, largely accredited to comments coming out of Buenos Aires G20 summit. FSB chair and governor of the Bank of England, Mark Carney, noted that crypto assets do not pose risk to global financial stability at this time, and further pointed that this initial assessment could change if crypto assets were to become significantly more widely used or interconnected with the global economy. The G20 was credited with the current drop of the cryptocurrency market leading up to the meetings. Personally, I love this wording that the global financial elite have been using to downplay the importance of the cryptocurrency revolution. By calling them crypto assets, as the governor so quaintly put it, the intent here is to make cryptocurrencies whose ability to act as stores of value, value transfer vehicles, and in the future a replacement for fiat manipulated money entertains me. Perhaps we should begin referring to central banks as protected money laundering vehicles. Maybe. Next, many of you who purchased crypto during the boom of 2017 can remember reading stories about people maxing out their credit cards to purchase as much cryptocurrency as possible, only to find out later in that year that Visa and Mastercard reclassified such purchases as cash advances to gouge customers for fees. To protect investors from excessive systemic risk. Recently, Mastercard executive Ari Sarkar has said Mastercard is amenable to crypto on a couple of grounds. First, all decentralized crypto has to come from a centralized issuing bank, and they cannot be anonymous. I believe they already have that, Mr. Sarkar. It's called fiat money. I found this next article particularly interesting. President Trump recently ordered new sanction against Venezuela's national cryptocurrency, the Petro. The issuance of which is seen as a direct attempt to circumvent sanctions long imposed by the financial juggernaut, the United States. Apparently, the order would block any U.S. transactions in the Petro. This move surprises no one, with notable senators, both Republican and Democrat, Menendez, Rubio, and Nelson, criticizing the new crypto. So U.S. investors who were already prevented from doing business with the previously sanctioned nation will now be super prevented. Way to move sideways, Mr. President. Up next, BitMEX Research recently published a report examining newly released data related to Puerto Rico's financial system. The data reports that bank deposits exploded 248% to $3.3 billion in the fourth quarter, lending credence to the possibility that Tether, the embattled US dollar tethered vehicle for cryptocurrency exchanges, may have found a new banking institution. Only 2 banking firms have verified relationships with cryptocurrency-related firms, one of which, Noble Bank's founder John Betts, has a previously professional relationship with Tether co-founder Brock Pierce. If this is confirmed, it would be significant, since it would indicate at the very least that Tether is not a Ponzi scheme, and its assets could be backed by US dollars. Good thing Puerto Rico didn't vote to become a state, or they would not be seeing such growth in the banking sector. Stay independent now equals remaining financially free. Next up, U.S. regulators at the SEC are clamping down on ICO activity here in the U.S., forcing token freezes of up to 12 months for ICOs. The concept of a utility token, which many of these ICOs had been banking on, is being slowly regulated away to push firms back into IPO status and prevent the general public from participating in early-stage ICO growth. Now, many ICOs who wanted to launch in the US will now be forced to look at other municipalities. This just verifies my earlier thoughts that the innovation and adoptive growth of crypto will come from outside larger, more developed nations who will be left behind in the digital dust as smaller nations pick up the slack. Who knows? We may one day see Iran sanctioning the US with devastating effects. Prepare for upside down world. Next, Stellar, our coin spotlight of the day, a lesser known cryptocurrency with a unique approach to decentralized payments, is hopping on the Lightning Network bandwagon. CTO Jed McCaleb notes how Stellar plans to adopt the technology since IBM has extensive plans to adopt their coin, and it currently wouldn't be able to handle the transaction volume. Testing is scheduled to begin as early as April on the testnet. Finally, it was recently confirmed that Twitter will follow Google and Facebook's lead in banning crypto-related advertising. Personally, I had hoped for a more extensive ban of all advertising, since I find it quite annoying that someone would think to know what I need more than me. Plus, it's just downright irritating. Well, that's my old guy complaint of the day, and I look forward to keeping you up to date. Stay tuned and stay informed. This has been the Digital Revolt.